silence for a while. I have to work something out. There's something stuck. I have some stuck energy and things aren't making sense in my brain. So I'm on here trying to channel some of this very transformative energy into something that makes sense in my head. Because I just had this kind of crazy epiphany that I cosplayed as a medium for over a decade so I could fit in. Oh, that's crazy. Like I created this mat, like a completely different, if you're new here, I'm Emma Smallbone. I'm an ancestral healer. I'm a wisdom keeper. I'm autistic. I have all sorts of weird gifts and talents. And I had this epiphany today that I totally cosplayed as a medium, whatever a medium is, so people could actually accept what I do, because I have some really weird talents and I still don't really understand them. And when you live in a world that doesn't really accept you, not just for what you do, but even just for like how you present yourself in the world, it's really overwhelming. Like it really messes with your head. And then when you have these, epiphanies later in life that, wait a second, that whole thing was created just so I could be me. Like I created the barefoot medium so I could just say to people, hey, I know what you should be doing for the rest of your life because I can read your mind and I know what your higher self wants. And some people, when they hear that, go, oh my God, Emma, you're crazy. I get it. But thousands of people came to me. And some of those people are doing exactly what I saw. Like somebody went from being a photographer to being a politician and they thought I was crazy. They're now a liberal politician. So like, I'm done cosplaying. I just know shit and I don't know how I know it. And hey, whatever you want to call that, I don't know what that is, but I don't want to cosplay as a medium anymore because I don't think what I do is mediumship. I think what I do is something else. I can connect with you in some way. And a lot of my past clients are always like, Emma, remember when you were talking about that thing and I said to you, I think you're absolutely ridiculous and I'll never do that? Guess what I'm doing? And it's happening more and more as people start to realize we're living in this false world. We're living in a world that wasn't really what we thought it was. We're living in this world that was created as an illusion to keep us kind of like subjugated and down and depressed and overwhelmed. And so many of us were a part of that. I like my time in the spiritual community as a medium doing that work. I know I helped people. I wrote a best-selling book and I get messages all the time, Emma, like it helped. And I don't want to discount the work that I did. I don't want to discount, like, I know I help people, but I no longer want to hold on to that label that isn't true for me. I'm not a medium. Yes, I can connect with the energy of your deceased loved ones because you hold that energy. It's in your DNA. We're all connected to all of our ancestors. And whether you want to believe that or not, that's not up to me. I just have to convey the messages in a way that makes sense for you and for me. And I do stuff like intuitive art and I help people move energy through their bodies. I'm not doing it. I'm just helping. I'm facilitating. And whatever that is, hey, it can now just be free. I call it my wild. So I want to start talking more about this because I know there's other people out there like me that never really found their place in the spiritual world. Um, because I just don't fit in the, I don't fit with the like beliefs. I don't fit with the like, I just don't fit. I don't fit in that place. So I'm trying to find a new one, and I'm trying to like work my way through what it is that is connecting all the pieces for me, because I'll tell you, as an intuitive, it's really hard to do the work for yourself. I can see it clear as day for other people. I can tell you exactly what you'll be doing 10 years from now. I don't know how I do that, but I have always struggled with processing because I'm autistic. So when I'm giving information as an intuitive or whatever it is that I do, I don't interpret it. So I don't process it. I just give it to you. When I do it for myself, I'm processing it, I'm interpreting it, and that's where I get stuck. Um, you weren't able, it's, oh, yeah, totally. It's thewildhealing.com, or just look up emmasmallbone.com. It usually gets put at the bottom of every single one of my videos. But I want people to start feeling like they can just show up as who they are. And it doesn't have to have a label. Like, some days I look witchy, some days I don't. Like, some days I use a rattle to call on the spirits, and sometimes I use a wand. Sometimes, like, it's all about my mood. All of these labels and all of these things, like, you know, somebody said to me, Emma, what makes you a bog witch? And I'm like, well, I go for walks in the bog in the morning and I talk to the mushrooms. So, like, if that makes me a bog witch, that makes me a bog witch. I use it as a funny term because I think it's hilarious. But be what you want to be. Don't worry about the labels. Just do your work. And I think that's what this work is showing me more and more, that as long as I just show up and I can keep continuing to do the literal steps, right? Everything works out and everything ends up exactly where it needs to be, because you're always exactly where you need to be. And that's the part that, like, I'm starting to understand. We're always where we need to be because we're living all of the things all at once. It is like the multiverse. I grew up in a family that practiced cleansing. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I grew up as a pagan. Like, I grew up following the moon and the stars and all of those things. And I've never really, yeah, that happens a lot. I was wide open as a kid, and then I had some experiences as an adult where I told some people too much stuff about their lives because I didn't know what I was doing was channeling, and it all came out, and I went, yeah, I don't want to ever do that again. So I shut it down just for my own safety because it didn't feel safe when I did it. And you can open it up. It takes time, it takes patience, and more really, it just means you opening the door. Like, I remember when somebody said that to me once, I was like, oh, I shut the door and it's been so hard. Like, I can't get it open. What do I need to do? She's like, open it. It's your door. Nobody's keeping it closed except for you. Nobody can open it up except for you. Nobody can close it down except for you. Like, all of these things, like, now that I'm on the other side and that I can see it more clearly because I'm fully in my body. And lately I haven't been, so that's why I need to do this. I haven't been feeling my body, and I can tell because my body feels awkward. I don't feel totally like, I don't want to say I don't feel comfortable, because I feel comfortable in my body pretty much no matter what, but like, it just doesn't feel like mine, like I'm not connected to it. So I have to do that more, and I have to connect more. And doing these sessions is what really helps me. And it doesn't have to make sense to anybody else. And actually, I'm gonna start doing a journaling version of this. So all I have to do is figure out how to stream YouTube on my computer, and then I can do my whole process, like my journaling process that I do. And I'm gonna like actually do that on, I don't know if I'll do it on a daily basis because I'm not one of those people. I kind of just ebb and flow. But I'm going to be doing live videos of me working through some of my stuff and working through like, how do I express that creatively? The hard thing for me is I just realized that I like big. I like to, you know, express myself in big ways. So doing that in a journal I find really hard, and I think it's why I haven't been going to my journal, because I need to move my body. So maybe I'll even find a new way to express myself through this. And that's what I want to show everybody through these journals and through these videos is your healing doesn't need to look like anybody else's. And what I do may not work for you, but this is working for me right now. This is my process right now. So, hey, why not share it with somebody else? Because honestly, if I'm not live, for some reason, my brain doesn't go to the same places. It's like I need to connect into the collective, and then I can flow much easier. Okay, that needs to come back. On your own. Wild. This is the thing. Be still. Like there just keeps to me, there keeps being this piece of nobody else is gonna do it for you. Like nobody else is gonna come and show you the steps. Nobody else is gonna come and hold your hand and say, hey, Emma, this is exactly what you need to do to feel better. You just have to start walking towards what you want. And I keep saying over and over and over again, it's like 1 second at a time, 1 minute at a time. What's the next step? Like I even said that to my kid this morning. They were struggling with getting out of the car and going to school. And I said, what's the next step? He's like, open the door. I'm like, right, just open the door. And then he opened the door and got out of the car. And when you can literally break it down to what's the next step? What's the next step? It creates motivation or momentum. And then you can start moving in that direction. It's when you get stuck in those thought loops of, oh my God, if I get out of the car right now, oh my God, what's the next step? What's just like the next step? Emma, just dip the cloth in here and go over here and start creating. And not even thinking about where that's gonna lead. Just when you get stuck, just ask yourself, what's the next step? What would be the next step to get me to that next place? Cognitive behavioral therapy. Oh yeah, here's the thing. It doesn't always work for, CBT doesn't always work for autistic people. And that's why, like, I always encourage people to invent their own, like take pieces of what works, because a lot of tea stuff just guilts me into not doing shit. Our brains, especially AUDHD people, like our brains are constantly telling us, you suck. This isn't the right way to do it. Why, yes, it is. You're really smart. No, you're not. So there's this constant, but yes, writing it down. I find if I write things down, that's probably why I've been in CBT for 18 years. Oh shit, yes. I will tell you, if you had a traumatized childhood and you have autism or ADHD, ruminating on things, asking yourself questions is not going to actually get you where you want to go because the trauma is actually locked in your body. And take this all with a grain of salt, but this is through me actually doing the work and experiencing it. As soon as I started processing the trauma through EMDR and actually like going, okay, Emma, this is what it was. Yeah, it does physically hurt. That's like trauma. There's a book, and I never have it when I want, but it's about like the trauma being stuck in your body. That physical pain is the trauma in your body. And the more that you work through it, you actually feel like I have had days where I am laying on the couch and I cannot move because my body hurts so much. The more you push that away, the less you are going to be able to regulate yourself because your body doesn't know how to process the pain. Because all we did as children was push it down and push it down and push it down. And we got used to feeling that pain. So we do feel that pain. We have just learned how to feel it in a numbing way. So when you actually start to process the emotions and you go, wait a second, I should have been really angry when that happened. Or wait a second, that was really traumatizing. I should have been able to cry for like 5 days after that, but I didn't, and I just jammed it down. Well, that pain gets put in your joints. And that's what I'm going through now is as I process all of these traumas of my childhood, as I process, Emma, you didn't know you were autistic for your whole entire life, and it caused some serious damage to your nervous system. As soon as I started recognizing that, and I allow the pain to flow through me. So this is me getting the pain out of my body. Because I have talked about it, I can actually start to feel the knots being created in my thighs. And I will have to massage that pain out of my thighs. If I don't, it will stay there. And I will be, like you, ruminating for the rest of my life about that thing. You have to physically feel it to let it go. And it is not easy. Let me tell you, there have been times where my whole entire family has been like, why are we doing this? Why are you putting yourself through so much pain? Oh, thank you. Somebody says you are living your purpose and sharing what you do. Thank you for showing up for yourself in this life. I imagine you've helped many. And this is the thing. I do these videos because I want people to know this information. I went 49 years thinking that I was at fault, that I was a person that just couldn't win at life. I thought that I was a person that was too much. I was too aggressive. I was too emotional. I was too big. People just couldn't. No, I'm just fucking autistic, man. And when people can just let me be autistic and do my shit and live my life the way that I need to live it in the woods, healing random people on the interwebs, when I actually get to do that work and I can be fully in my happy place, I heal. And I also heal my son. I also heal my mother. I also heal other autistics or other mystics that really don't understand what they're going through and they're having these experiences and going, what the fuck? The more we talk about this, like, I role played as a medium for a decade because the spiritual community was the only place that accepted me. And that really fucking sucks because I don't really belong in the spiritual community. I don't like the industry of it. It doesn't make sense to me at all. And actually, I feel like the spiritual community takes advantage of each other and doesn't really want anybody to heal because they want to sell you another course. And that to me is crazy. And I was a part of it. I was a part of that piece of like, hey, I've got the answers. Do you want the answers? No, if I know the answers as an autistic adult and there are autistic children in the world that could benefit, I'm not going to fucking sell it to them. I'm just going to go, hey, here's some amazing information that will help your life. Why are we selling wisdom to each other? Why are we just not showing up for other? Well, actually, other autistics do this. And this is what I really need to express to the world is like, autistic Twitter saved me. If I didn't go to autistic Twitter when I got my diagnosis, I wouldn't be here doing this. People who have autism want to give everything of themselves because it's the only way we know how to do it. Or some of us anyway. I don't want to say for everybody. But we need to be able to express our things. And when we hold it all in, when we hold our wisdom in, it makes us sick. And that is what my whole entire first book was about, was because I wasn't connecting with that energy, it made me incredibly sick because I wasn't moving it the way that I need to move it. And that's really what all of my courses are about, is like, just go, just start being, just start moving that energy and don't even worry about it. Like, people are so worried about, am I gonna like cause a rift in my timeline if I do this thing? Am I gonna cause like, no, man, the trees are probably gonna go, that's probably what's gonna happen. You can't fear. There is so much fear in the spiritual community, I cannot even tell you. And that is the one thing that I just have to like back away from completely. The amount of fear, like protect yourself, protect yourself, protect. My trees aren't going to do harm to me. I had people actually tell, oh, you be careful. Some of those trees hold evils. Have you worked with trees? This is something, anybody at this point in my life that comes at me with any form of fear, I just go, I'm good. I'm grounded enough in my own practice that I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to shake my foundation so I doubt myself and I go, oh, wise one, please tell me your ways because I'm gonna be killed by a tree. Because you told me. What the fuck? What the actual fuck are these people doing? Like, I have never been scared in the forest, but I have been scared on the internet. I have never been scared in my spiritual practice, but I've been scared around other spiritual people. I know I'm venting, but we need to change things as autistic mystics, the ones that have probably been holding up the spiritual community for the last decade with some sense. But we need to start saying to people, there's nowhere for these evil things. They're thoughts. There are no evil spirits. It's your thoughts. It's all your thoughts. It's all your body. Your body is your intuition. Your thoughts are what has power over you. It's not some mystical thing outside of you. It's actually you. You are creating the power. You are creating the magic. You are connecting to something bigger than yourself. And if you think that I or somebody else or some tool or some can give you extra power, stop buying things. It's not my, here, I'm trying to think of something I have that's really cool. It's not my feathers. It's not my, it's not the runes that I've had since I was a kid. It's not any of that makes me good at what I do. And what makes me good at what I do is I just sit still, I get really fucking quiet, and I listen to my body. That is it. And when I go outside and today I found pheasant back mushrooms that were massive. I'll post some pictures. And I found a fully shed snakeskin in my garden. That's reciprocity. I got given some gifts and gratitude for some work that we did in the forest. And it's a message to me that I am on the right track. My forest is providing me with food, it's providing me with nourishment, and it's providing me with wisdom. And that is all I care about. I don't care about what cards I pull. I don't care about, it's fun. This is creativity. What I do with my cards is creativity. What I do with my mind and what it's able to do is creativity. So the wild is just asking you to connect with your creativity, to connect with yourself and your body. Oh, you found a deer antler? Awesome. It's on my altar. Yeah, I have a whole skull out there. It's when you start making those connections, say thank you. Say I see you. I have this song that I sing to the forest and that I sing at my healing circles. And it's my way of saying thank you. It's my way of whispering to the forest what I may need. They hear it in my voice, the way that they hear it in each other's leaves, and they hear it in each other's roots and feel it and taste it. We all have that connection. We've just ignored it for way too long. And we are so connected from our relationship with nature that we believe that we don't have the ability to connect with it. We believe that we don't have the ability to embrace that energy and use it for good because we have been so disconnected from that relationship. And I am here to tell you that it's right outside the door. And if you're in the city, it really doesn't matter. You can connect with the wind. You can connect with the elements. It doesn't have to be a tree like I do. I mean, we have a forest right out my door, but find spaces. All of the free spaces in Canada, in the US. You can even go and sit in a park in the middle of a city and make the same connection that I do in my forest. Just notice. That is it. So, I'm Emma Smallbone, and I'm an ancestral healer. I teach all of these things for free in my community, The Wild Healing. So just go to thewildhealing.com or to emmasmallbone.com. If you hear anything in this video, hey, you two, if you hear anything in this video that you like, please give me a like or subscribe. There's ways down below to support me if you feel like something really sent you down a path. You can also buy my book. It's The Barefoot Medium. And I talk about all of the things that I know how to do in that book and how I learned how to connect with spirit. So, bye for now, wildlings. Go be wild. Go be free. Go live divergently, because truly it's the only way. Bye for now.